So asking somebody to come forward and tell me what you need isn't going to work because somebody's going to be in a position of, I don't know what I need. I don't know what is going to work. I might know what doesn't work, but I don't necessarily know what would work. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be anyone that's newly diagnosed. If it's somebody who has masked, you're suddenly in a position where you're being asked, what do you need? Um, where I think the organizations come into this, and there's a huge benefit, is that if organizations are working to the law and they're looking at things like accommodations and what kind of things will work, they will already have a checklist behind of things that they've implemented previously for other people. And that's where the conversation then shifts to, what about these things? Would this work? Would that work? And again, anyone who's there, if you're autistic, what might work for you might not work for the next person who's also autistic. But it gives that grounding of ideas and thoughts that somebody could actually say, well, actually, do you know what? I'll give that a try. They might come back a week later and say, listen, that really isn't working for me. That's a lot worse. But then you can work with HR, you can work with an organization to narrow in and narrow down what would actually be beneficial. So I don't fully think that it's the responsibility of an organization to pick all of that up. I don't think it's the responsibility of the individual. I think it's that middle ground where it's two people coming together and having those conversations and the back and forth. Where that's really difficult to do in most organizations at the moment is, in order to do that, you need to disclose. And there is still a lot of concerns and issues around safety within organizations. That means that disclosure rates are quite low. Again, I tend to see this more in reactive organizations where they will just turn around and say, well, we can't do anything if we don't know. So it's up to the individual to come to us, give us a list of everything that they need. We'll go through it, we'll accept it, or we'll reject it.